Stop trusting numbers on a wall. They rise and fall, don't say much at all. Every plan had its moment in time. Worked for a while, then crossed the line. Ran a restaurant, loved the flame. Good food, good nights, familiar game. I turned the photos face down then. Didn't need to meet that version of me again. But I always knew my face round and back then. Soft shape, called myself Big Mitch. Played it light, but jokes don't lift that kind of weight. Then one night under fluorescent light, in a quiet gym late in the night, I didn't turn, I didn't run. I finally said, yeah, that's me, son. I don't look perfect, I don't look perfect. I don't look young, I don't look young. I just look like scar my nose from a harder year. Healed up clean, still standing here. Life kept rolling, so did I. Didn't come this far just to pass it by. I tried every promise ever made. Same old circle, different shade. One small slip, one excuse, learn right back to wait. I couldn't burn. This time I stayed inside the lines. No deals, no maybes, no second tries. Meeting salt day after day, and the noise in my head just faded away. Then one night under mirror light, I stood there calm, I stood there right. Didn't wish, didn't pretend. I finally said, yeah, this is the end. I don't look broken, I don't look broken. I don't look done, I don't look done. I just look like a normal man. 2 push-ups used to stop my breath. Now I passed 25, still got some left. Not fighting age, not chasing time, just strength coming back one rep at a time. Body got lighter, mind got clear. Funny how truth shows up this late in the year. Wasn't weak, wasn't lost back then, just needed the right fuel to meet myself again. Now when I catch that mirror glance, I don't judge him, I give him a chance. Not a before, not a regret, not someone I'm trying to forget. No trophies, no trophies, no grand plan, no grand plan. Just finally living a normal man. 78, still standing tall. Old guy carnivore. Yeah, I found it all. Yeah, I found it all. Well, alright now, pull up a chair, grab yourself a steak, and welcome to the show. I'm just an old guy with a YouTube plan, trying to help folks be the best they can. Got a skillet hot and the stories flow when the carnivore rhythm starts to go. Ba-boom, 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 ba. Used to play the congas back in my day. Now I play them while the ribeyes sway. We laugh, we learn, we hang around while that carnivore groove lays down. Come on in, trumpet shout, trombones slide, conga drums keep the groove alive. Steaks on the grill, friends in the chat. Pull up a chair, how cool is that? Come on in, pull up a seat. Got good friends and plenty of meat. Laugh a little, stay a while. Carnivore swinging in style. All right, folks, let's get this live stream started.
Yes. Get the timing down, Pat. Good evening. Live. As live as this old guy can be from Melbourne, Florida. It's Saturday night. I think I got it somewhere. Maybe I don't have it up. Nah. Must have closed it. A graphic that Barry. Where is it? I was going to show it to you right off the bat. Hang on. Oh, I lost it again. Holy mackerel. Here it is. Gotta make it bigger. I know I'm not ready for this stuff, but put up with me. But he made me this graphic, and it says Saturday Night Live with Mitch. And I couldn't spend enough money to get my teeth that white. So thank you for that, Barry. I really appreciate it. I like it. I like it. Maybe I'll incorporate that into the thumbnail or something like that. Well, welcome everybody. Holy cow, crowd is showing up early, and I got Mike Seeley Sr. and Gary making me jealous, puffing his cigar on the porch up there in North Carolina. So how are you guys doing? Put the link down at the bottom of the chat to join the panel, so don't be shy. Join us tonight. There's the link again. It's not rocket science. If a caveman had a cell phone, then a caveman could do it. Got my big Kilts cup here tonight to remind me to make a comment on that Bart Kay video with Kilts' name on the thumbnail. Cliff Medina sent me an email today and says, "What do you think of this?" I hadn't seen it. I watched almost 30 minutes of it, and I couldn't take any more. Not that he was trashing Kilts, he wasn't, but my God, made my head explode, and my brain hurt as it exploded. Everybody does their own thing, however. Well, good night, good evening. It's not time to say good night yet. I am almost all the way there. A lot of you have commented or let me know that you would enjoy if I went back to 5 days a week on my morning coffees. If you think that would be fun, give me a round of applause. Oh, okay. Thank you, guys. All right. So I'll do it. At least I'll try to do it and see what happens. So starting this week, Monday through Friday, right after Kelsey, 7 a.m., I will be available for your abuse and listening pleasure until you decide you're tired of me and go away because I've overdone it. But we'll see. I I'm doing this as much for me as you. I feel like a lost puppy on Tuesday and Thursday morning, so as long as I still feel that way and miss all my friends, I'll do it. With the caveat that once in a blue moon, I may have something that I have to do, in which case I'll post a notice that no live stream that morning. But I don't miss very many, so I'll be there. I'll be there. So far, I still only have Gary and Mike Seeley. So let me say hello to a few people. Who was the first one in? The first one in was Mike Seeley Jr. in Tampa Bay. Hiya, Mike. How are you? Francine Bourgeois from Montreal. Good evening. Good evening, Francine. How are you? My buddy Drone Shots, Jody, he chimed in a little early. Good to see you, Jody. Good to see you. Sandy Blythe, good evening to you. All the usual suspects are piling in. Mike Seeley Sr. Jem. Mitch Fish, tomorrow is Easter. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And Thomas just showed up in his dapper-looking snap Dr. Nelson hat. So, get to you soon. Let me get through a few people. Say hello. We have Barry Simon. Barry, how you doing? Trying to organize all those AI clips. It's a full-time job. Good Saturday night. Live, Mitch and all from Massachusetts. First spring game tomorrow. Well, okay. Okay, enjoy it. Enjoy it. And we have Barry Simon. Light up the thumbs up when you get here. Okay, not a bad idea. We had a new channel member, CKRD76. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Richard Williams is here. Hiya, Richard. Copper Hill, Tennessee. Good to see you. And Rick is here. I hope you're feeling better, Rick. I was there this morning. I was working out, doing all kinds of things while I was listening to you. I did say hello. Probably about a half hour in, but I was around. I'm sorry to hear you didn't feel good. I don't know if you want to come in tonight and tell us about it, or you had enough live streaming today, but that's up to you. Always welcome here. Tomorrow, Easter, I hope all have a blessed day. I agree with that. Don Shonger. Hi, Don. How are you? Good to see you. Aaron, Booby Goats. Hello, Mitch Fitz and Turry Girl. Turry Girl says, okay, this is why people left Thomas's life. I'm sorry, Thomas. Did I cut in on your life? He's going, no. Oh, well. I see. It said Gary entered the studio again. So obviously the first time he entered must have dropped out. So let me get rid of that. Okay, so Gary is in the studio again. Got you, Gary. I see you. D. Lee, good evening to you. Mary Beth, how you doing? And Sherry Morgan, how you doing, Sherry? Wow, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to know you're still out there. So Sherry Morgan's with us. Those of you who have been with me for a long time, no Sherry. And Linda Price. Linda, how you doing? Good to see you. And Jerry is here. Just Jerry. Hey, Mitch, waving back at you. Yeah, that was about 5 minutes before the stream started. Mary Beth says, Minnesota here. Everybody's saying hi to Sherry. Jerry's waving. And who is this? This is Brian B. Matt. Good evening to you. Robin Downing, how you doing? Good to see you. Missouri waiting. Mary Beth again. Mary Beth, right. MK. Okay. We got another MK, but it's capital MK. I thought maybe you changed your name. Okay. Very good. Good to see you, MK. Okay. It's one of my favorite screen names. Marla Kelly's here. How you doing? And we're got all these people checked in early. trying to get up to at least 7 o'clock and say hi to everybody. Sherry Morgan, they actually got a notification. Wow, YouTube on the ball. On the ball. On the ball. Sherry saying hi to everybody. And Sandy Bly says hi to Sherry. Jerry says, slow dance with Mitch. Why not? What's up tonight? You'll find out, Sherry. We got a panel. D. Lee. D. Lee, how you doing? Popular guy, Mitch. And Mark C. Wow, look at that. Bought some gift memberships while they're still showing up on the screen over on the left of me here. Let me read off who got them. MK. Wow. Mary Beth received a gift certificate. Tammy Petarch. Welcome back. John Together Strong. Sherry. Just when you thought you were out, they pulled you back in. You were gifted a membership by Mark C. Wow, wow, wow. And Terry Girl. Wow. All well-known Mitch Fits. So that's the first time I ever saw those people be gifted a membership. So for 30 days, take advantage of it. Come in and be with us on Thursday night. We had so much fun last Thursday. We were laughing our collective asses off. And I'm going to show you a little bit tonight why. I hope the people that are waiting in the panel, we'll figure out some way to do it. We'll figure out some way to do it. Or I'll start showing some of these funnier things that we showed last Thursday on the members stream. Showed them on the morning streams. So where was I? Sherry Morgan, Brenda McIntyre. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Hi, in LG, Illinois. Don't let your meat loaf. Always sage advice. Always sage advice. And Jerry says, Mitch, you are mighty spry tonight. Well, I'm feeling okay. Took a little nap this afternoon. I kind of my batteries ran down just about a half hour, and now I'm raring to go again. So I seem, the more active I stay during the day, the more energy I have. If I sit around too much, I just run out. I don't know why that is. Okay, we still haven't made it to 7 o'clock yet. The crowd was early tonight. Holy cow. Lambs is here. Lambs, even you were early. Wow. All right, I'm racing through this stuff to get to 7 o'clock. Everybody was so busy in conversation, I'm just looking for the new people to say hi to. Sandy likes the music. Rough Carnivore. How you doing, my friend? Mitch Time, good morning from Guam. Wow. International. Steve Studley. Steve. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you tonight. Good to see you. And we're sneaking up on 7 o'clock. Lambs did it. He didn't want to be early. He came back and did it, and followed immediately by, why am I not surprised, Robbie Autry. You guys got it down pat. And Lizzie chimed in at 7. Steve Studley came back and hit the button again. CB Carmack is here. Hi, CB. How are you? Running Tap 12, Australia, chiming in. Good to see you. Hiya. Says hiya to Aaron. And Rick at 7. Shower time. We'll be listening. All right, you get yourself good and clean, and I hope you're feeling better. Aaron at 7. Lori Weitzel. Hiya, Lori. How are you? Donna Ray is here. 7 o'clock. D. Lee, 7 o'clock. Okay, still 7 o'clock. Holy cow. We're up to almost 90 people already. We're just getting started. Who is this? Aaron. And Thomas chimed in. Still 7 o'clock. Wow, Lori and Terry. All right, that finishes up to 7 o'clock, and I'll try to keep an eye for new names, but I've got guests, and it's not polite not polite to keep your guests waiting, they say. So I'll clean up all the extraneous screen stuff. There we go. That's clean. And Thomas, there you are. There you are, Thomas. Okay. And we'll bring them in the order that they appeared. And the first one is my friend Gary.
Hey, Mitch.
How are you?
Great. Another fabulous evening here with Mitch.
Yeah, why not? As long as people don't get too much, Mitch. I don't want that either. You know, old show business saying, always leave them wanting more, they say.
5 days a week now. You gonna switch to 8:30 again?
No, I think I'm going to keep it at 7. That way I'm done by 8:30, and if I got something to do, it's not gonna hold me back. So I think we'll continue. What do you think? I don't waiting around until 8:30 just kills. Our watch kills at 6, so that just kills an hour and a half of me waiting for the live stream to start. I kind of like to just be ready.
Well, it gets me up and at my desk since I have to be for my job.
Okay.
And that's why 8:30 works great for me.
Keto Simple says his kilt's showing up tonight. I haven't talked to him. I don't expect to see him, but you never know. You know, he may pop in. I don't know his schedule. I know that he's going to be back in Florida at least by the time I go over there on the 16th. So Jem says, Mitch, maybe one day West Coast. Wow. I'm not up to doing any serious traveling yet, but it's coming. It's coming. And we also have one of our new regulars who likes to show the wall pictures instead of himself.
Yes. Oh. Let me see if I can fix this.
That's better. There you go. You know.
All right.
All right, Mike.
How you doing?
Hi, Gary.
Show everybody how thin and in shape you are. There you go. Yep. Yeah. Not bad for an old guy.
Yeah. I have
And,
muscles.
yeah, why not? You better, or you can't get out of the chair.
Right, exactly.
He's a
Last
high
but not
energy old
least.
guy.
Now
Hey,
we got the
Thomas.
young guys. The young guy just came in. The kid.
Yeah.
Thomas, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing very good.
Is that your Nelson hat or?
No, it's just a regular hat.
Oh, but it's a snap brim. Cool.
Well, not snapper. It's just a faux.
Oh, but it looks like a snap brim. It's very spiffy, very
Thank
spiffy looking.
I used to have a snapper, but it used to say Guinness on it. So, I kind of wish I still had it though. I love that hat, but it just wasn't appropriate for work or anything like that.
So y'all got big plans for Easter?
I don't know if you call them big plans, but my sister called and we're going to like a bar restaurant type thing, called the Marina Grill. So it's
that's nice.
At least you got the invite.
Yeah.
I got it 2 days ago. My sister even sent me money to take an Uber. So.
So did any of you?
I'm also working too tomorrow.
We're back to nature here tonight. Gary's providing the birds chirping in the background. I imagine that's you, isn't it, Gary?
I hope so. Well, it's probably nature, right?
Yeah, that's really great. That's really great. Actual
Where's the
nature. Actual
Birds
nature.
are probably yelling at my cats down below somewhere.
Oh well, but I got an email from Cliff Medina today, and he pointed out this Bart Kay video. Have any of you seen that?
No, I haven't.
The thumbnail said, "Not good enough, Rob Kilts." That was the title of the video. And it had a picture, I believe a picture. Let me see if I can find it, the thumbnail here. Hang on a second. You know how I have to fiddle. There it is. Oh, I lost it. I had it. I had the thumbnail and I lost it. Let me try that again.
Cindy says that she saw it, and CB said that he watched the whole Bart Kay video, so he saw it too.
He did watch the whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
I'm trying. Every time I get it, the thumbnail comes up and then it switches over to Bart because it's the video. I don't have a graphic of it, but
Right. You couldn't really get like
Kiltz's picture was not on the cover. But y'all remember that, what was his name? What's the name of that doctor that he had that talked about eating food, the pH of the food? Said so much shit that when I came on after Kiltz, I just went nuts.
Oh yeah,
I kept.
Well,
He's supposedly a very well-known scientist, but I never heard anybody be so wrong about so much on the interview that Kiltz did. Let me. I gotta find out. I gotta tell you the guy's name. So I gotta open my email again and look for that. But I want to make sure everybody. I'm not recommending you really watch it, but oh, thank you, Francine. Bought me 3 coffees. Thank you very much. I just noticed that.
And thank you, Gary, for you buying me the coffees today. I appreciate that.
Cool.
Yeah.
It was.
No problem, man.
I can't find it. We'll find out who it is. I got the audio turned off, so you're not going to hear the audio, but you do see.
I hope so, because I feel like I'm deaf.
You say, well, I won't get a copyright strike for showing somebody else's video.
No.
Dr.
You have the sound off.
Something Antonio. Where the hell is the... I can't scroll down. It won't let me do that. It won't let me do anything. What the hell's wrong with this? This is the guy, Nicol Antonio, this guy. This guy here. Bart Kay, this video is 1 hour and 6 minutes long, and Bart Kay literally completely trashes the guy and gets into levels of chemistry that are meaningless to virtually everybody listening. Unbelievable. You could be a PhD chemistry student, and even the professor in front of you at that point would not be getting into the detail that Bart Kay goes into so he can call this guy names like Bart Kay does.
Right.
He had all kinds of reasons why we shouldn't eat meat. When the pH changes and the meat needs to be live, and lions eat meat live, so we humans. And Bart Kay trashes them, and that all the talk ends up to be about proton pumps, different ions, and all of the different pathways. They're all included, and what's really going on. And I answered it back the other day in 2 minutes. When he talked about the pH of the food you're eating and the pH of the blood, I came out and said, that's the most absurd thing I ever heard. The food, the minute it goes down your gullet, hits stomach acid. And I don't care what the pH was of that food, it's torn down into amino acids, fats, and whatever else it is. He's talking about, well, when you eat meat, you should take, along with the meat, you need, basically what he said is you need meat with a side of sodium or potassium bicarbonate to help, the fact that to make your stomach acid too much. That's the craziest, unbelievable thing that I've ever heard. And I'm not a PhD biochemist like Bart Kay. But it doesn't make any sense. And that's all carnivore needs to know is don't worry about it. Keep it simple. Nothing. I got through a half an hour just waiting for something that the average person would understand. The average person would actually understand and be able to make use of. And it just got deeper and deeper down this rabbit hole of chemistry, again, at a PhD level. and Bart Kay insulting the guy, because Bart Kay does that, and I love Bart Kay, but I personally, I'm not criticizing him. I don't want him coming after me, taking one of my videos and tearing it apart.
Right.
Because if that happened, all bets are off, my friends. But I saw on my cell phone, I was watching that video originally, and the first comment from one of his viewers was, I just unsubscribed to Dr. Kiltz's channel because you say he doesn't know what he's talking about. And that wasn't. Kiltz didn't agree with a thing that guy said either, but Kiltz doesn't counterattack. He tries to always elevate the conversation and take the high road, unlike me. And I don't, certainly. I hope I never come off like Bart Kay. I don't insult people. I might call somebody a moron, but I don't spend an entire hour calling them effing this and effing that, you moron. You know,
Right.
I don't do that. I don't want to make enemies here. And usually just ban them because I don't want to hear from them again. That's rare. Anyway, so if you happen to watch that, don't feel bad if your brain hurts and you lose the plot in the first 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, anybody else want to come into the panel tonight? Is everybody scared of me? Has everybody seen Gary's smoking cat? Has everybody seen that yet?
That's good. I like that.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Now that came along Thursday night. So let me bring it up here. All right. Hang on a second. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. All right. Let's cue it up here. Cue it up and go through all my gyrations. I'm getting pretty good at this. First, I have to make myself big. Then I have to change the scene over to the channel and turn the sound on. And here it goes. And I'll play it twice in case you missed it.
What the? No way. You have your own? No, hold on, you're lighting it now? Unbelievable. You're puffing away like a pro. What the? No way. You have your own? No, hold on, you're lighting it now? Unbelievable. You're puffing away like a pro.
Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Isn't that great? And then you've all seen this one, which is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I know.
Barry's been a busy boy, and while I'm showing you, and I got it, the one that he did
Hey
about
kids, it's Tony the drug dealer. Oh yeah, Tony, we're hooked.
Give me more. It's the best high.
and then we've got
What's for dinner?
Same as every day.
Again? What's for dinner?
Same as every day.
Again?
and then he's got another one here. Let's see where is it? Here it is.
Meat place. Hunt time. Sniff. Smell good meat. Martin that.
So Barry, thanks again, Barry. Thank you. You've been very prolific here.
Barry's been on a roll.
Oh, there's a couple with
Not
Rick.
a roll, you know.
There's a couple with Rick, but I'll save them. I'll save them for another time. Let me get back to this. Here we are.
You'd show it when
For
Rick
us.
comes. I think
And
Rick
we
is
have
going
a-
to be joining us at some point.
Who's going to be joining us?
Rick should be joining us.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Kelly.
Kelly, how are you? Well,
Long time
I'm
no
glad
see
that
there, Kelly.
I'm glad that Rick's going to take a shower first before he joins us.
Well, he actually joined me on my live today, so you must be really, really special because he chose to take a shower to be on your live.
Well,
Mine, he didn't take a shower.
and speaking of the
You must
devil, speaking of the devil, he still got his towel.
Hi, Rick.
Hello.
Hello, Rick.
Oh, got your hair all slicked down.
Slick
Super,
back and
super.
Just had my shower with my homemade soap.
That's good. I'll tell you what, occasionally I get dry feet. And I've been using tallow, just tallow, and it works great. It works great. In fact, it moistens them up, and it stays that way for a week or two. A week or two. I don't have to keep using it. Just tallow.
I've never had dry feet.
I don't know why my feet get dry. I've had that problem all my life. It's not from lack of eating fat these days, that's for sure. Liz said, Rick, you look all squeaky.
Something like that.
Iguana Man, Rough Carnivore said, let me get this chat to my right here down to the bottom. I'm so far behind in that it's not worth trying to pick up. You got any QQQs for the crew or anybody on the crew? Stick them in there. Oh my God, the gang is all here. Look who just showed up. CB.
Hi. Hi,
Hey,
CB.
CB.
What is that? Testosterone? What is that? Oh, sorry. Calcium carbonate.
I had to have it with my.
Yeah.
That's plaster.
Basically, what he said is, you need to have a side order of Tums. What do you
Calcium
mean?
carbonate. That's plaster.
Sure it is. Yeah, wallpaper. It's crazy, this stuff. And Bart made a great point. He said, your stomach acid, the pH of your stomach acid is regulated. So if for some reason you were to eat something with a pH too high, it would take milliseconds for your stomach to throw enough extra proton. That's what the proton pump is for, regulate the stomach acid. And he said it'll go right back to where it's supposed to be real quick. So this guy was, I don't know, and yet he's supposed to be a well-renowned research scientist. He's well published, got all kinds of papers. So Bart was careful at least. He called him an idiot many times and dropped the numerous F-bombs in the process. And elevated himself, of course, as he usually does, to a much higher academic level than virtually any other human being on the planet. But he was very careful to say, in this particular area, this guy's mistaken. But he didn't attack the entirety of his work, and he may very well be right on so many other things. But I hope I don't ever come off. I love Bart. I love Bart. I like Bart Kay. I know a lot of the stuff he does is shtick and show business, and people like to see him trash people, and people like to hear me rant, but you got to know, I don't really believe he's a mean person. I've had opportunities to talk to him, and he's a sweetheart, nice guy. So don't confuse the act with the actor.
It was clickbait to me because, of course, being a moderator on Kiltz's channel, I'm like,
Tuka, how are you, my friend?
Supermeister.
Still up. What were you saying, CB, in between eating with your mouth full?
It was just clickbait to me because being a moderator on, of course, Thomas too, being a moderator on Kiltz's channel,
Right.
and you see you got to do better Kiltz or whatever. So it's like, then it's
Yeah.
Bart Kay.
It pissed me off. Kiltz had nothing to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
He had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
It was his show. He didn't book the guest, and he did. I don't think he agreed with anything the guy said.
Why
He
didn't
just
Bart
didn't
Kay-
try. He just didn't trash him, and to trash Kiltz like that on a thumbnail is clickbait. That's all.
Why didn't you do the one? Why didn't he do a video Why didn't you do a video on the one where the Indian vegan guy? That would have been a great one.
Yeah. Well, evidently Bart's had a running feud with this guy for a long time. And Tuca's got an AI version of himself there that Barry Simon obviously said to him.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Where's the one? Let me
You gotta
find.
show it, Mitch.
What's that? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I saw
That's cool.
I saw CB and Rick hop on, so I knew that I don't want to miss this one. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, so what you're
besides-
you're telling me is that I'm not good enough for you. You don't want to come on until
Oh, yeah,
CB and
you're-
Rick come on. No,
you're-
all right. My feelings aren't hurt, not in the slightest, you know. I get no respect at all. No respect.
At least I'm not the only one eating on here.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
besides-
Like my mother always used to say, don't eat with your mouth full. And I'd go, how is that possible? And you can say that to people and they miss it. They think you're saying, don't talk with your mouth full. But you say, hey, don't eat with your mouth full. And they'll say, oh, I'm sorry. You know, they won't catch it. They won't catch it. Where is the one? Where is the
And
one
the
from
my
that has
Alabama
Rick in it?
accent means practice. So
Here it is. Here it is. Let me cue it up
yeah.
for you here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I got the one
Here we
with
go.
Rick. All right. This is it's cool. It's cool. It's for Rick. I don't mind playing this. Looks like Rick. Looks like Rick. So I'll start pushing all the buttons again. First button, I do this. Wow. Second button, I do this. There you go. Third time, I take the mute off that channel and I hit the play button.
All right, time to build the heart attack burger. First, the pork rind bun. Heart attack level starting high. Now, bacon. More bacon. This is Dodd, the heart attacking burger.
Rick,
All
you
right,
got
time
to
to build
copy
the heart
that,
attack
didn't you?
burger. First, the pork rind bun. Heart attack level starting high.
I
Now,
did.
bacon. More bacon. This
Got
is
the order
Dodd, the
wrong.
heart attacking burger.
Is that how it's done, Rick?
Makes you hungry, does it?
Yeah.
Now we got to unwind all this. All right, now I got to click this button again. And I got to click this button. There you are. Okay, unwound. How about that? All right.
I had a first. What I've been trying to avoid the whole time I've been carnivore. Of course,
What?
my doctor had my first visit with my doctor, and needless to say, I ain't going back to his ignorant ass no more.
Let's all make a toast to your doctor's ignorant ass.
Yeah,
Here to you, doc.
but he tried to put me on like 3 different medications. One was a statin.
Of course.
My triglycerides was like in the 60s, and my HDL was like in the high 60s, and also my blood sugar was up a little bit, but it was 8 o'clock in the morning. Of course, they rush you in there. Everything was great though. My liver, you can see my liver, my ST, my ALT, and all that was perfect. But the only thing,
But your kidneys are failing more than likely.
yeah, yeah. Tried to put me on like 3 different medications, and I tried to explain to him about the. He didn't even know anything about the LMHR and the.
Well, why would he?
Energy paddle. And nothing. I mean, he didn't know nothing about it, and he was quick to say it was bogus. It was bogus study. I believe it's a bogus study. Of course, it might be, but
Well, you know, you should have asked him. When he says it's a bogus study, I would have said, "Can you tell me the name of the principles in that study?" Obviously, you must have looked into it deeply if you're passing judgment on it. Do you even know what LMHR means? Do you know who how the study was funded? Do you know what the conflicts were?
I got into the studies of that he was referring to and the conflicts of, or the who funded those. Of course, he didn't want to hear about that. He was like, I'm not going to get into politics.
Yeah, of course not. But politically, you need to take these 3 drugs. Yeah. Well, Mike Seeley will tell you. You know, we got ourselves a real carnivore guy down here now, Murray, Dr. Murray Kimmel, who's a carnivore, and Mike met him last week, and I wanted you to tell everybody what your impression, or what was different about Dr. Murray Kimmel and every doctor you've ever known for your entire life.
When he walked in, you could tell immediately he was a carnivore by his size. He was in great shape. Yeah, I knew he was 68, but he looked like maybe 45, maybe, you know. But it was unbelievable that he looked at my blood work that I had done previous, and everything that a carnivore would say. You're healthy. It's great. No stress going to Dr. Murray Kimmel.
Yeah, if you're anywhere near Melbourne, man, I'm not a shill for this guy either. Mike will tell you that all doctors should know what this guy knows about what we know, and we take it for granted. That and when I'm talking, I always use the term "I'm preaching to the choir," and you know what that means. You know, it's not the choir; it needs to hear it.
Yeah, he kept saying, you know, he is a scientist, and stay away from vegetables.
Yeah, no plants.
My doctor,
You know, on
he was shocked that I knew all that I knew. I got to explaining to him about the difference in a carb burner, a carb addict versus a fat burning machine like myself. And I also brought up that frequent term bad cholesterol, good cholesterol is not even cholesterol at all. It's lipoproteins.
And what did he say to that?
His eyes just like, you could tell he was like his brain was just freaking.
Well, they get scared of you. I did the same thing to my VA doctor 3 years ago. I ended up, every time I went in to see her for a physical, I was like a professor going to see a student. I ended up just teaching for an hour, and she never came back at me. You know, never tried to prove me wrong. She just learned, whether she took it seriously or not. But she did learn never to ask me to take a statin, never to mention my cholesterol numbers, because I explained them. Every time she did, I would explain it away. And I'd say, I understand why you feel the way you do, I'd say to her. I understand why you have to prescribe statins. If you want to keep your job working for the government, you have to put in my chart that you recommended statins and I refuse. I said, I don't mind that. You can do that all day long.
Yeah, he kept saying, this high of an LDL is atherogenic. And he kept saying it. And I was like, you realize that's an old, you realize you're stuck in an old paradigm. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it was so awkward. I've never experienced that. My doctor was always real nice, but it was so awkward. I literally lost sleep. I was supposed to get up and go to a prison trip and get up like 2 hours earlier than what I was supposed to. I couldn't sleep. I actually got up at 2 o'clock in the morning because I was like, just that shit was just racing in my mind.
It happens, doesn't it?
I couldn't go to sleep. So I just got up, started drinking coffee, and said the hell with it. But I paid for it that day because it was, it was hard to keep my eyes.
It's tough to find a doctor that isn't afraid to not practice medicine according to the standard of care and what the medical boards expect.
Hey,
CB, you know, when you go to a doctor, the paperwork you have to fill out, you know, with your insurance and, you know, prior stuff. And Dr. Kimmel, it had a part, do you eat meat? There was check mark, do you use salt? And there was one other thing. I think it was bacon. No, eggs.
Yeah.
And you check it. First time.
Yeah,
never
that's all.
saw
That's
that.
what he cares about. And I asked him. I was very curious about what it's like to be a doctor who is a carnivore and believes that's right. And he came right out and I said to him, "What percentage of your patients?" Because we had a great conversation. I spent an hour and 15 minutes with him, and I never got examined, and we didn't talk about me at all or my health. We talked about the state of the medical industry, and I said, "What percentage of your patients are carnivore?" He said, "Very few, very few." I try to steer people that way, but they're not having it. They're so brainwashed. They're not having it, and so he has to practice medicine for most of his patients. What is that, Tuka?
This is the book of Uffe Ravnskov, who is a Danish doctor, and he wrote this book, Cholesterol Myth, and I think it's from the maybe mid 90s, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was suggested once by a nurse from the public health care that I might statins may be good for me as my cholesterol was a little high, and I was like, well, do you know who is Ansel Keys? And she had no idea, and I was like, okay, yeah, you can.
Did you ask your doctor, CB? CB, did you ask your doctor who Ansel Keys was?
No, I didn't. I've started to, but I just started to go into that shit.
Did you have your sidearm with you? Were you wearing your? Did you have your pistol on?
I actually took off for that.
So Mitch, after that, not a single nurse from the public health care has suggested me to have statins, even if my cholesterol has been high. But I think they got the point that you don't want to talk about me.
Sorry.
So.
I did explain the difference between carb and sugar addicts versus someone who don't eat carbs or much at all, versus because the lipoproteins carry the non-water soluble molecules and fat soluble vitamins through the blood. So when someone like me, you're going to have more LDL, large puffy part.
What kind of LDL? Is it small, dense, damaged LDL, or?
I asked for an advanced lipid panel, and he did.
Well, I wonder. You can find out real quick. Hey, Doc, I just saw there's a cholesterol test called an NMR. What does NMR mean? Say, what does NMR mean? Any of you know? Can somebody rattle that off? NMR. What does it mean? That's the cholesterol test. That's the high-end test. Right. NMR. You'd think a doctor would know it. It means nuclear magnetic resonance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And it's called an NMR spectroscopy test. NMR, nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. Now you say that 5 times fast after you had a stroke a year ago. I challenge anybody.
I can't even pronounce it normal.
There you go. If a doctor doesn't know what that means, he's incompetent. If a doctor, I don't expect him to know who Ansel Keys is. Nobody knows who Ansel Keys is. Even though
we do now.
We all do. We all know all this stuff now. There's still practice of medicine back as it was in the 50s, in the height of that diet hard hypotheses nonsense that Keys was putting out, and the blue zones, which is a fraud, and all that other stuff, which is a fraud. But there's money in that fraud, and that's the way it finally worked itself out.
Well,
here's the one thing about that they won't say, and I found a video on Facebook like 2 weeks ago, and I saved it, and he explained it very well, because they don't talk about, they just say, oh, your number's high. They don't say it's a weight, because and I look back at past blood tests, and it says mg, milligrams per deciliter.
Per deciliter, yeah.
And so, like for us, we may have a cholesterol number of, say, 225 milligrams per deciliter. We may be having less cholesterol, but our cholesterol may be heavier because it's heavier, dense, that fluffy one. And someone that may have a lower cholesterol may have 150 milligrams of cholesterol with 1 milligram each. So, we may have fewer or less cholesterol, and we may be fluffier, it's the fluffier by, the bigger one, but yet someone that they say, oh, this one's got normal cholesterol, they may have 150.
Here's the problem with my particular situation. About 2 months ago, I had a health screening for my job. You know how much my what my LDL was then? It was 190 a few days ago. A couple months ago, it was 69.
Well, that's not enough.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that they keep low LDL is a much more harmful thing to be than high LDL. You don't find too many really healthy people that have 65 unless they're taking statins like crazy. But getting back to Kelly, what you said about the total amount of cholesterol, there's so many factors, but it is weight. Now, keep in mind that the density, we're only talking about LDL here because there's different density. The density of the lipoprotein is dictated by what its cargo is. There's things other than cholesterol carried around the body by LDL. Virtually all fat-soluble vitamins have to be transported. That's like looking at a FedEx truck and estimating the amount of tube socks in it. There may be no tube socks. It may be full of tube socks. When they give us these numbers, they're all estimated. They use the total cholesterol, and then they use formulas to figure out what percentage of that is probably LDL, what is probably HDL, what's VLDL. VLDL is easy because VLDL is usually almost 100% triglycerides. VLDL is the way it leaves the liver to deliver the fat to each cell to be used for fuel. When that all gets dumped, the rest of the stuff in there is delivered, and the LDL molecule has just shrunk. And that's the one they say is bad because that's the molecule that probably is going to be damaged by the sugar and the oxidative things in the blood. But the weight of LDL depends on the state of it, because you can have a low LDL, but if most of it is small and dense, you're in trouble. If you burn fat, that fat has to be transported to all your cells. If you're using sugar, I know Kilt says you can't use sugar for fuel. The body does. We have a glycolysis pathway in all of our cells. I know he has some subtle, nuanced meaning that he doesn't really think we're burning sugar or whatever, but we can use sugar for fuel. It's turned into, it's not, we can't store much of it. It's turned into glycogen in the muscles and the liver, and we can live about a day on that, where some of us could live for 2 years on what's in our fat gas tank. We do it regularly by fasting for a day or two. A sugar burner can't fast. Fast for 3 days. A runner who's carb fueled will hit the wall at a certain point. It just drop. It can't go anymore. These carnivore athletes, they can run 5 marathons between meals. You know, it's amazing. Yeah. And that's just what we think now. How do we know we're right? We seem to have evidence, but the scientific community isn't really backing us up. They're all backing up the propaganda from the drug companies. But I think, you know, my LDL last blood test when I had my stroke was 350. The blood test before that, it was 450. My doctor clutches her chest like Fred Sanford did every time she.
That's a big one.
Every time she looks at my blood test. But my LDL is 80 something. My triglycerides, the last test was just about 100, which is still a great ratio. And who knows? I was in the hospital having a stroke the last time. That screws up everything. It's just all your numbers go white. But my numbers are pretty good. And nobody really understands it. And I'm glad you said that to him. Let me tell you the difference between cholesterol, what you're calling cholesterol, and what an LDL really is. And I'll take out my cell phone with these people, and I'll go into Google and I'll say, show me a molecular diagram of cholesterol. And it shows, well, like, I don't know if you can see that or not. Now, my cell phone's too bright, but it shows you the atomic structure of a cholesterol molecule. I said, now, show me what would be different between a good cholesterol molecule and a bad cholesterol molecule. Show me what molecule moves to where. If you put a good cholesterol molecule next to a bad cholesterol molecule, they would be identical. There is only cholesterol. It's like saying, well, that's bad water and that's good water. Well, they're both H2O. They both look the same. They both taste the same. They both act the same. And they just don't get it. Well, the bad cholesterol sticks to your arteries. If this is the atomic structure of cholesterol, the molecular structure of a cholesterol molecule, since they're both identical, explain to me the mechanisms that cause one to stick to the artery walls and another one not to. Then they get combative. They get combative with you. You can pin these people down in 5 minutes, make them, and they still don't want answers to the very simple questions that you're asking them. They always default to what they're comfortable with and what the government's telling them that they have to believe, and say, here's your prescription for your statin. It's a sick system in more than one way.
Yep. Hey, Mitch,
so they're doctors of the world. Take that.
Mitch, it's only 3 to 3
yeah.
in the morning here, so I think I'm gonna drop off. But I love you guys so much. And
love you too, Tuka.
Hi, Tuka.
Good to see you. Take it easy.
Take care of yourself, and I love you so much. Bye.
Bye. We're probably gonna call it here in a few minutes, but anybody else got anything that they would like to? Oh, one thing I put up Jem put a thing of. I know if 7 o'clock in the morning is 4 a.m. on the West Coast, and I realize that's awful early to get up. And I guess what she was meaning was, would I make a couple of days later? And I might consider that maybe Tuesday and Thursday to put it off till like 8:30, which is like 5:30 in the morning. But we'll see. We'll talk more about that. That just makes it more complicated to keep changing the time
Exactly.
to a different time every day. There's always replays, and I do have the live streams in the evenings where, the people who it's too early for certainly can come in at 7 o'clock. It'd be late afternoon in California, 4 o'clock. We can't be everywhere at all times, unfortunately, and I wish we could. Like the TV networks, they always have different schedules for the West Coast, but they're not showing live shows. One of them has to be taped. You can't be live at both 7 and 10 o'clock in the morning. You got one of them's got to be a replay. So we got to replay all day. But I have thought about that, and I haven't ruled it out yet either. I tried that one time. I made one or two of them because I wanted to go to Sam's Club early. I don't know if you remember that. So I made a couple mornings a week later, but it was very, very confusing. So, oh, I missed you. I didn't realize you were on later today and that kind of thing. So we'll see. Trying to keep it, like everything else in life, as simple as I can. I'm scrolling. God, look at all the chat we've had. All the chat. Well, listen. Thanks, everybody, for coming. They play a little happy music. It seems like nobody's jumping up with things they want to talk about at this stage of the game. So,
DB, good luck with a new doctor.
yeah.
I'm gonna do like Rick. I'm staying away from him for a while.
That's it.
That's another way.
30 years, no doctor.
Yeah.
Stay healthy and eat a species-specific proper human diet. You'll be all right.
Don't eat duck food.
That's a good one. Eat the heart attack diet and stay away from the duck food.
That's right. Don't eat what I eat.
Yep. All right.
Oh, Barry
All right.
Simon sent me
Good
an
night.
email. What is it?
Good night, everybody.
Barry
Good
Simon
night.
made a new AF.
Carnivore Bunch, where we eat meat and thrive. That's right. No plants, just pure protein power. Has changed my life. I'm unstoppable now. Same here. The energy's
Oh, all right. Tomorrow, we'll show that Monday morning.
Yes, please.
There you go.
Barry. Oh, man.
Y'all be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Barry. He says, he puts it in the subject, all I got. So, Barry, he's running out of ideas. Well, I have to give him ideas for that. So, everybody saying goodbye in the chat. You guys can log out anytime you like. Thanks so much for coming in. We had a great panel tonight.
Burger
See
time
you.
for me.
You look like you're feeling better, Rick. I'm glad to see that. Gary, give us you and the cat light yourself up a cigar and enjoy the evening. Beautiful evening out there. Look at that. Look at that. So I'll see you next time. We'll see you Tuesday night, I guess. And as the music ends. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming in. Always appreciate you. Nice crowd. Most of you hanging around until the very end. I will see you Monday morning, unless I can't live without you tomorrow. But it is Easter Sunday, and you're all going to be busy. So more than likely, no pop-up live streams or anything like that. But next week, back to the grind, 5 days a week. I may regret it, but we're going to give it a shot. Until then, take the rest of the day off and eat meat.